I'm at Skyline Park today to see if anything has changed as far as being stocked with trout. I'm expecting to catch mostly sunfish, and just to check things out, it looks like they removed the reeds that were out here. So this is definitely different. There's a whole bunch of little fish sitting right there. Not really sure what they are. Definitely more like spawn from what I can tell, but not sure the spawn of what. So might just have this swim in there. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of little fish. That would be cool if they put something in here like bass. Can't really tell what they are though. I don't know if you could see it, but there's hundreds of them in there. And they're just following my lure. Probably think it's one of them. Actually, they're kind of pecking at it even though they're small. So, just gonna cast out in these weeds and see what I can stir up. Maybe something comes out from the weeds like a bass, but not really sure. Haven't been here in a while, kind of gave up since they hadn't stocked it with bass, but it's about time to do a pond report. Unfortunately, now that there aren't any reeds to be followed or to hide, I'm looking at these fish following, I don't see any sunfish, which is unfortunate because this used to be a good sunfish pond. There, this little guy came out and hit it. So I think they are hiding in there. There's another bite. Fishing from the pier because I don't see anyone other than one dad and his kid fishing in there on the bank. So if anyone comes that needs this pier, I'll move on. Getting a lot of little taps, but that's about it. They're obviously not coming up to my bait when it's just ticking the surface of the grass. But when I find these open spots, every now and then I'll get a bite. But it's just very subtle. There's another one. There's another. So they're there. If you were fishing with float and like worms on the bottom, you could probably put it right next to this grass and catch something. I got like 3 or 4 hits over there. So I think those sunfish still exist. I just think that they are right next to this thing down low. We're gonna have to switch. Put something with scent on this. I think I'm gonna go with fish fry just because it has a little tail action. And it's still somewhat small. It's a little smaller than the honeyworm. Now by doing this, I am making it where I will not be getting any bass, or likely won't, because the bass, I haven't caught a bass on this other than small bass using like a tenkara rod. But I just want to see what these little guys are that's been pecking at this. It must be a grass down here because I've gotten so many bites at this one spot. Yep, there's another one. Oh, they took the tail. See, that's what I was saying. They're little tail biters. That's okay. Now it's more like a maggot or a grub. Throw away my trash and clean up other people's trash. Unfortunately, that's fishing these days. I'm determined to find out what these fish are. So I have some number 12 hooks with me that I might put on here. There he is. Ho ho, tiny, tiny. Little sunfish, just as I thought. About 3 inches, nothing big. I have caught little 6-inch bass with this, so if there's newly planted ones, I might catch something. Again, I'm doubtful, but I've got to be realistic about what size they are. Got another little guy. Wasn't expecting that. Smaller than the other one. He ran underneath that rock and made it hard for me to pull him in. So I actually thought I had a little bigger fish. There. They're all the same size, but I got this one out of those weeds. There he is. Bye-bye. So I was right. If I can get it to fall down into the hole, that I can actually get one of those little fish. But again, we're just talking little fish. So why am I still fishing this? Well, because if there's little fish there, there could be big fish that are hunting them. And right now I'm just not convinced that there's any big fish, but I've got to do whatever makes sense as if there was big fish. Otherwise, it's kind of that self-fulfilling prophecy of, well, I don't think that there's a fish, so I never catch it. It took a little bit, but I now have a small square A on here. It's a square-lipped crankbait, runs about 3 feet, and it has caught bass in here before. And here's what I don't like about Skyline Park. I mean, look at this. It's just people's trash dump. Very typical of this pond. And again, more trash. So if you just want to have something bite your bait and you've got some small hooks and you want to use something like dead worms, some kind of natural bait, you can come over here to Skyline pond and probably catch quite a few of these small fish, but to me it's too hot for that, and it's honestly it's kind of boring. I view this pond right now as being more of a trash dump and baby breeding pond for these bluegills. It's really sad because this used to actually be quite thriving as far as the size of the sunfish and even bass. I'm not sure what changed, but either way, hope you liked the video. Till next time, tight lines.